pleasure, we are moving to the final session of the international conference. That is, track is General Science, IT, Computer Science, Emerging Engineering and Technologies. The session chairs are Dr. Harsha Khatke, St. John's College of Humanities, Palghar, Maharashtra, Dr. Syed Umar, Ulega University, Ethiopia, Dr. Vaishali Thorat, D.Y. Patil University, Ambi, Pune, Dr. N. Shivakumar, Marwadi University. All these dignified personalities are familiar to us in the previous events of this Global Research and Conference Forum. So I welcome each one. First of all, Dr. Harsha Khatke, St. John's College of Humanities, Palghar, Maharashtra, to the event. Hearty welcome, sir. Next is Dr. Syed Umar, Ulega University of Ethiopia, having consented to be part of this event and spared his valuable time to be with us for the conference. I welcome Dr. Syed Umar sir also to the technical session 4 of the conference. Now, Dr. Vaishali Thorat, a familiar face in every international and national events of our Global Research and Conference Forum. Madam is working in D.Y. Patil University, Ambi, Pune. On behalf of the conference forum and all gathered here, I extend a warm welcome to Madam Vaishali Thorat. Then Dr. N. Shivakumar of Marwadi University also have agreed to join us in this session. With pleasure and gratitude on behalf of the Global Research and Conference Forum, we welcome Dr. N. Shivakumar to this event. Okay, can I invite the paper presenter, sir?
Yes, please.
It is need for EEG material study and action flow for quick treatment in case of neurological trauma. It is based on medical science and it is to be presented by Dr. Kakasahib Chandrakant Mohite of Himalayan University, Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. I welcome Dr. Kakasahib to Dr. Sailesh Kumar T. I think Sailesh sir is present. Yeah, Sailesh sir.
Sailesh Kumar sir is the research scholar.
Yeah, okay. And they are co-authors. And Mr. Sailesh Kumar, who is doing PhD research on the topic, will be presenting the paper. I welcome Mr. Sailesh Kumar with happiness and pleasure. Please.
When a person is thinking or doing an active or reading or watching TV, different portions of the brain is activated or stimulated. This creates different electrical signals that can be monitored by an EEG. The material for EEG, that is electrode materials, that is usually using silver or silver chloride. Why silver is used or silver chloride is used? The electrical properties of the electrode in case of it has a low impedance, and so EEG signals will be more eminent and vivid. In silver and silver chloride reference electrodes, if the electrons flow from the copper wire through the silver wire to the electrode, silver chloride pellet, they convert into silver and the chlorine ions, and the chlorine ions becomes hydrated and enter into the solution. So KCl solution, potassium chloride solution, or gel is used for painting these electrodes or props. The abstract of this subject. In the modern surgical and medical field, there is a need for modern devices which can be a solution for neurological as well as the traumatic conditions. As medical sector is now not limited to only medicines and surgeries, there is a plethora of technologies and interdisciplinary approach for the next generation inventions. The goal of this investigation is to provide several function cutting-edge criteria in obtaining adequate signals for electroencephalographic signal accumulation that can be beneficial for neurological trauma, operative evaluation, as well as the sufferer well-being. In precise, the EEG among the most complicated biological signals needs the use of new electrode resources that can be decrease the signal noise level. In case of silver chloride, the noise level is very less. This paper presents the overall need for the EEG modifications for quick patient analysis. Modern developments in signal exploration have engendered EEG with the position of a true brain mapping and so brain imaging technique suitable for featuring spatiotemporal data concerning brain dysfunction. Considering the rising significance in the proprietary characteristics of brain systems and so as of the convenient functionality of the EEG, the various other brain imaging approaches, EEG is progressively employed in the neuroimaging network. Moderate traumatic brain injury, that is a traumatic brain injury can be caused by shock to the head or by an injury by an athlete or by an accident. Additionally known as a concussion. Concussion is a mild shock to the head that can also create traumatic conditions. It is triggered by means of the non-penetrating brain trauma and so is progressively identified as an important wellness concern. Many individuals, because of the mild TPA, recoup with just hours to days. However, a percentage have signs of illness for a few months to year after the brain effect, a disorder referred to as a post-concussive predicament. Hence, it is important to identify the EEG utilization for traumatic conditions. From a biophysical perspective, a provided activated electrode on the head measures the electric field, which is produced by means of the total short-term post-synaptic potentials in the human brain. Because of volume level conduction, such electrical fields propagate in the brain and then attain attenuated type of head surface area. Every single electrode measures a neighboring portion of the field appropriately, and so by way of adequate number of electrodes associated all throughout the head, this electric field can be deliberated and so reconstructed as an apparent scalp possibility map. You can see the probes attached to the brain. And so reconstructed as an apparent scalp possibility map. A unique map is produced each and every time in the nanosecond array. It is a physical law that every time the map topographically has transformed, the syndication of the effective dipoles in the brain has transformed. Seeing its release, the MEG network incorporates this topographic structure for the evaluation of the signals. You can see the waveforms. Rather than waveforms of MEG, that is magnetoencephalography, the head is sent to the probes connected with the brain. Rather than the waveforms, the MEG network completely appears the characters of the magnetic field outside the head and simply points towards the resources and then temporal dynamics of the resources of the brain. The significance of the EEG in the neurological trauma. Neurological deterioration in different nerve disorders. Longitudinal follow-up of many of these determining disease medullars prognostic functions. That means to estimate the probability of the managing meaningful clinical improvement after surgery, and we can examine the results after a surgery using an EEG. And EEG is a non-invasive diagnostic method or tool. Collection of the segmental information in the brain process has been tackled by means of many experts. On the other hand, the most effective glimpse was generated by means of examining and evaluating the spatial designs of the short-term electrical brain area. As a result, it has been demonstrated that EEG is made up of subsequent extended efforts by a stable spatial setup enduring about 100 to 200 milliseconds, and so segregated by means of speedy topographical alterations. On the other hand, due to this segmental technique being structured on short-term brain electric field controls, it will never give details regarding the frequency domain. In such a circumstance, the association among microstates as well as frequency oscillations remains ambiguous. Another disadvantage of this technique issues the context of the material is therefore very critical at one crucial area.
Shamam, any questions from your side?
Actually, sir, the unstable that I could not understand properly. So no question from my side.
Dr. Saidumar sir, any questions from your side?
Sir, same problem in my side also, sir. I am not getting complete presentation voice clearly. But I have one doubt. I am asking about amplify in explanation of EEG. Is explain what is the amplifier related to concept? What is the amplifier useful for this concept? Amplifier.
Amplifier is the signal amplifier.
So why it is useful here, sir? What is the purpose of the amplifier in your concept?
Because the signal produced in the brain is very feeble, so it has to be amplified and it to be.
Sorry, repeat again. Pardon.
The impulses coming from the brain is very feeble.
Okay.
So we are using the spatial quantization techniques for identify the signals, and it is to be get amplified in order to transfer to a CRT screen. Then only we can get a amplified modulation.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Actually, it is very interesting topic. It is an interdisciplinary paper presentation of general science, that is biology, electronics, and IT.